Ahoy there, I'm Captain Chris. I'm not a real captain, but in this video I'm going to show you the differences between a cruise on P&O's newest and biggest ship, Arvia, which is similar to Iona, and the Sky Princess, which is similar to Princess's other royal class ships, the Sun Princess, the Enchanted Princess, the Majestic Princess, the Regal Princess and the Royal Princess. So you'll know which one is most suitable for your holiday. We'll start with the general appearance of each ship. Both ships are quite traditional in appearance, but that's not a bad thing, and the Sky Princess has many areas decorated in an Art Deco style. Both are built around a central atrium which have music and dancing at various times throughout your cruise, and both felt like the hub of the ship. I really liked the atrium on Arvia though, because it had giant floor-to-ceiling windows which you could easily watch the sea roll by from, and apart from singing and piano music, Arvia sometimes had performances here where acrobats dangled from the ceiling by ropes. Up in the cabins, the layout of both was pretty similar, and we liked both of the bedrooms equally, and both had a good layout and plenty of storage. The Sky Princess had a separate wardrobe area, although no door on the wardrobe. Arvia had a proper wardrobe with a door. Both had a fridge and drinks making facilities. There were plenty of electrical sockets and USBs in both, although we Brits will need an adapter on the Sky Princess. But the difference here is in the bathrooms. Our bathroom on Sky Princess was very compact to say the least. In fact, I took this video standing in the shower. But there was more elbow room on Arvia, and the shower had a proper door rather than just a shower curtain. So overall, I'd have to say that I preferred Arvia to the Sky Princess. There's very little to choose between these two ships on appearance, and the Sky Princess is lovely, but for me Arvia is just slightly better and more convenient with the bigger bathroom. Next up are the restaurants and food. Now, we all have different tastes in food, so I can't say that you'll like everything that I like. But my wife and I really enjoyed the food on both of these ships. One good thing about P&O is that there is a fair amount of choice of places to eat. The main restaurants on Arvia are called Meridian and Zenith, and they're both huge, and we enjoyed every meal we had in them. But unlike some cruise lines, there are other restaurants that you can eat in at no extra cost. 6th Street Diner is a great place in the style of a modern retro American diner, and serves burgers and ribs and plenty more besides. At the Keys there's fish and chips at Hook, Line and Vinegar, an Asian fusion option, and all your Sunday roast style food wrapped up in a giant Yorkshire pudding. Up by the pool at the top of the ship on deck 16 is Taste 360, which is a street food type venue serving pizza, burgers and hot dogs. All of these restaurants are included in your fare, so you've got a lot of choice without spending any extra. In addition to these, there are some other restaurants that you can visit for a supplementary fee, including a British gastro pub called the Keel and Cow, an Indian restaurant called Sindhu, plant-based food at Green & Co, which has a sushi bar inside, which was very popular, and the Epicurean, which is probably the best of all. There's also a few casual dining places ideal for light bites at lunchtime, and a lovely ice cream parlour called Sundays, so there's lots of choice and not all of them cost extra money. On the Sky Princess there are 3 huge main dining rooms called Cielo, Soleil and Estrella, which all serve the same menu at different times. Then up on deck 16 are Slice, where you can get pizza and meatballs which were absolutely delicious, and then on the adjacent corner is the Salty Dog Grill, which serves burgers, hot dogs and loaded fries, and was always busy. In the opposite corner to these is Swirl's ice cream counter, and these are all included in the standard fare, and the 3 of them are around the main pool, which means you can grab a snack without losing your sun lounger. Down on deck 5 is the International Cafe, which is open 24/7 and serves small plate sandwiches, snacks and desserts appropriate to the time of day, and is also included. As with P&O, there is also a great selection of other places to eat that come at an extra cost, including the Crown Grill steak and seafood restaurant, Alfredo's Pizzeria, which serves a selection of 8 pizzas and pasta dishes, a seafood restaurant called The Catch, which was very popular, and a sushi bar which also serves sashimi and caviar, and Sabatini's Italian restaurant, which was especially lovely. Both cruise lines have sensational buffets as well. Both are open from early morning to late at night, and both serve just about everything you can think of, from a cooked breakfast, pastries and fruit in the mornings, to burgers and fries and pasta at lunchtime, and hot dinners in the evening. The beauty of a cruise ship buffet is its convenience and informality, making them very popular with families who don't want formal restaurants with waiter service. And you can pile your plate high if you're hungry, or just pick and choose whatever you fancy. And they're absolutely enormous, with loads of seating and lots of hubbub, so you don't feel like you need to keep the kids quiet. I think I'd be hard pressed to choose which ship served the better food, and as I said, we all have different tastes, but I think the main dining rooms on Arvia had the better menus, but I really liked the Salty Dog Grill on the Sky Princess. Next to the entertainment and activities for you, which are good on both cruise lines. Both ships have a large theatre with many and varied shows happening in the evenings and sometimes in the daytime too. Both use their theatre for enrichment talks and game shows, but P&O make better use of their theatre during the daytime, whereas Princess theatres are mostly used in the evenings. P&O have a venue called the Limelight Club, which serves up a meal with each show, and there's a nightclub venue on board the Sky Princess too called the Vista Lounge, which had singers and comedians. Both ships also have an art gallery, and there are art talks you can go to as well, and if you really like something you've seen there are sales and auctions, so you can take an artwork home with you. Both ships have well equipped gyms and sports courts, and both have excellent spa areas where you can get yourself a massage or beauty treatment or whatever level of pampering your heart desires. In fact, the sport and fitness facilities are excellent on both cruise lines. No matter how many calories you manage to consume, there'll always be a way to burn it all off, and there's an outdoor jogging area and morning fitness classes as well. On Sky Princess there were several games, quizzes and competitions each day, many of which were in the Princess Live Lounge, and we had some great fun in there. On P&O there's Brody's Bar where the quizzes and games are played, but I think there was more to do on P&O, and they used some of their other venues like the Clubhouse for daytime activities and the 710 Club for exercise classes. Both lines have casinos if you're feeling lucky, and there are all kinds of card tables, gaming machines and roulette to try your hand at, and you could probably make a small fortune in there if you start with a large one. Both ships also have kids clubs for kids of different age groups and loads of activities for children, including this great mini golf course right up at the top of Arvia on deck 19, which also has a rope walk above it, but the mini golf on the Sky Princess was poor by comparison, and Arvia had loads of pools and places to splash around and have fun getting wet. Both cruise lines do a great job of keeping your kids entertained, but there was maybe a little bit more to do on Arvia. The largest pool on Arvia and Iona is up at the top of the ship in the Sky Dome, which has a retractable roof so it can be used whatever the weather. There's a stage here for more entertainment and a cinema screen for daytime family-friendly films. There's also the Ocean Studios multi-screen cinema down on deck 6 where they showed some pretty up-to-date films. On the Sky Princess there was also a large pool on deck 16 and an outdoor cinema, but no retractable roof, so this area was unusable if the weather was bad. On either side of the deck there is a section with a glass floor, which was great fun to walk over, and both ships have child-free sections and other smart areas that you can pay extra to use, which probably makes them a bit more peaceful and exclusive. One more thing to consider when booking next, and this one's really important to anyone who drinks alcohol. Just before we get to that, just a quick reminder to hit the subscribe button and allow notifications. This won't cost you anything, but it just means you'll get notified when I post another video, and it means a lot to me, so please subscribe. Thank you. Now, do you like to buy a drinks package for your holiday drinks, or do you prefer to pay as you go? P&O have a selection of drinks packages to choose from, but Princess do things a little differently. With Princess, you have a choice of 3 fares to pay called Princess Standard, Plus and Premier. Plus and Premier add cost onto your holiday price, but not only do you then get a drinks package included, but they also bundle together some other benefits that you might enjoy, like Wi-Fi, crew gratuities, access to the specialty restaurants and some other things. The cost of these is quite reasonable compared to a standalone drinks package from P&O when you consider how much is included. This is something that Princess do much better than P&O, and I've made videos about Princess's different fare levels and about P&O's drinks packages, so check those out next and I'll see you over there. And until I do, thanks for watching.